Go on, pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. That is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go. 180!
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Hey, and punt!
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. This one complete to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Sunday. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's going to be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Check 26, check 26.
Protein spill.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check. Crunch.
Second and 1. Going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A toss to Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's
put him on the buses. Let's put that team.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. A 3-yard gain on the play.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Go. 20. Target. Check. Check 3. Outside, solid.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They come out here in the I.
57.
Here's Wentz to throw. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
57's the mine. Bravo. Exit. Minus 57's mine. Watch the curl.
2nd and 11. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
He'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch twist. Watch
that. Watch the shit.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Shorty.
Play action. Now Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
They'll run with Cook, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Jones going to throw again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
57. Mike, 57.
Watch the run.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Jones, and it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Go. 180.
Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Cook. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 39, Jones under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here's Jones on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, box drop.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man, Slayton.
Here we go again.
And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, echo.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
65.
Throwing his Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
General West.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
10 yards, good for a giant first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Gallman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and 7, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
No. I smell fear.
On first down, Cook. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
Brings up second and 1.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch the edge.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Pac-Man. 280. I got you.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up third and 12.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Eagles, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's yet another